pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Welcome, everyone. Township of Albridge Zoning Board of Adjustment, regular meeting, October 30, 2025. Adequate notice of this meeting of the Albridge Township Zoning Board of Adjustment has been provided in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act at least 48 hours prior to the commencement of this meeting by prominently posting in the municipal complex an announcement giving the time, the date, the location, and the agenda of this meeting, mailing such announcement to the Home News and Tribune, filing a copy of such announcement with the municipal clerk, posting the agenda on the municipal website. Vice Secretary Percelli, can we have a roll call, please?
Certainly. Mrs. Andrews?
Present.
Ms. Chevalier?
Here.
Mr. Izzo?
Here.
Mr. Scogno? Absent. Ms. Spinelli?
Here.
Ms. Testaverde?
Present.
Mr. Singh? Absent. Ms. Gomez? Absent. Chairman Sullivan?
Here.
Mr. Varga?
Present.
Mr. Holohan?
Here.
Ms. Savant?
Here.
You have an announcement you want to make?
I do. So our upcoming meeting next week, November 6th, has been canceled. So our next meeting will be November 20th.
Okay, and the reason is that there was adjournments?
Yes.
Counselor, that'll be, I think, changed. You'll post that media-wise too, right, on the website?
Correct. Yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
A couple of housekeeping issues. One, everybody has one. Please turn it off so it doesn't interfere with the testimony this evening. Number two, we are being televised live on CATV 15 here in the township, on the cable station. Simultaneously, this meeting is being shown live on YouTube Live. If you ever want to look back, you can find that on YouTube. And the township, every now and then, as the weeks go by, play these meetings. Having said that, I want to introduce a new member to the board. It's Carmela Spinelli. It's the lady seated to my left on the end. We welcome her. We did have a member leave, had moved to out of state with his family. Carmela is replacing that member. So we welcome her to the board. For those who have never been before a board, the people seated to my left are members, as myself. The people seated to my right, or the two ladies, are members. We have the Township Planner, Ms. Fina Sawant, and Township Zoning Officer, Mr. Holohan. Of counsel to the board is Patrick Varga, Esquire. Tonight is mostly, actually it is only issues that have to do with the homeowners. I'll give you an explanation after we go through a few things, and it will apply to each and every one of your applications equally, okay? So you can better understand the procedure. Do we have the Zoning Board of Adjustment meeting schedule? I haven't seen it. It probably is, but I didn't get to see it. Was there any suggestions on something different?
This is the new one.
It's for 2026, yeah. Board members, does everybody get a chance to look at this? Is there any problems? Anybody see anything? We're only doing one in November?
Yes.
If it's without comment, someone move it for approval for the 2026 meeting.
Testaverde. Chevalier, second.
Roll call, please, on the 2026 schedule.
Mrs. Andrews?
Yes.
Ms. Chevalier?
Yes.
Mr. Izzo?
Yes.
Ms. Spinelli? Yes. Ms. Testaverde?
Yes.
Chairman Sullivan?
Yes. We have 1 minute, board members. It's the September 18th, 2025 meeting. Hopefully, everyone had a chance to review that. Absent any comments for additions, deletions, I'll ask someone to move it for memorialization.
Testaverde, move.
Is there a second? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Andrews? Yes. Ms. Chevalier?
Yes.
Mr. Izzo?
Yes.
Ms. Spinelli?
That's fine.
She's correct.
Ms. Testaverde?
Yes.
Chairman Sullivan?
Yes. We have two resolutions for you, Counselor, this evening. The first one is 06-2025Z, 2G for Farm Road LLC. It's amended preliminary final subdivision. Counselor?
Apologize, Mr. Chairman, I do not have a copy
copy of the two resolutions. Set them all yours.
Yep, absolutely, sir.
Mr. Chairman, this is a use variance and site plan approval in reference to. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
This is an application for amended preliminary major final site plan approval. The application was present before the board on, I apologize, on September 18th, 2025, at which time an approval was granted as to the preliminary and final. And at this point, the board is just being requested to memorialize said approval.
Thank you. Board members, you heard the resolution. Someone want to move it for adoption, please?
Testaverde?
Is there a second? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Andrews? Yes. Ms. Chevalier?
Yes.
Mr. Izzo?
Yes.
Ms. Spinelli? Yes. Ms. Testaverde?
Yes.
Chairman Sullivan?
Yes. The second one for the evening is 49-2024Z, Outfront Media LLC, major preliminary final site plan with D variance. This is a resolution of denial. Mr. Varga.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a resolution denying an application for major preliminary and final major site plan as well as use variance approval. This was a monopole application. During the public hearing, the applicant failed to demonstrate a legitimate testimony to convince the board that the positive impact to the neighborhood and the zone plan of the township, as well as a finding by the board that the applicant failed to demonstrate special reasons for the variance relief to be granted, and that the board believed the applicant failed to demonstrate that granting the relief would not substantially impair the detriment of the public good or the intent and purpose of the zone plan.
Board members, you heard the resolution. Someone move it, please. This is a denial resolution. Is there a second?
Chevalier will second it.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Andrews? Yes. Ms. Chevalier?
Yes.
Mr. Izzo?
Yes.
Ms. Spinelli? Yes. Ms. Testaverde?
Yes.
Chairman Sullivan?
Yes. Brings us to the swearing in of our professionals. Once again, Mr. Varga, I would ask you to swear in our two township professionals.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Once again, for those here, that's Ms. Venus Sawant, the township planner, and next to her is Daniel Hollahan, the zoning officer. All the applications tonight, to simplify matters, are homeowner issues. So they're not commercial entities where they have representation by various professionals, lawyers, engineers, planners. So these are just your own homes that you did something or you want to do something. So really, what you want to do when we call you up, you have to be put under oath. The board attorney will swear you in. Then you're going to tell us in your own words why you're here. I want to do this, or I did this, the who, what, why, where. We may have some questions of you. Then we're probably going to ask Mr. Hollahan why you're here for a variance. He's going to explain to us the technical aspect. Once again, the board may have some more questions of Mr. Hollahan. They may have questions of you. You may have questions of us. At some point, when we reach your final testimony, I have to open up what's called a public portion. This will apply to each and every one of you. And I have to see if anybody here tonight wants to speak on behalf or opposed to your particular application. We'll close a public portion, and I'll come back to you, and I'll ask you if you want to take a vote. If you don't feel that you've accomplished what you think you should have put on the record, and we can't prompt you, there's certain questions that may prompt you, but the truth is you have to put this on the record. You may want to think about coming back again. So you might want to say, I don't know that I'm ready for a vote tonight. I'd like to get a continuance. I've read all your matters. I don't think that's going to be an issue tonight. But should you feel that way, you do have the right to ask the board for a continuance. It's normally allowed. So you could probably get your house in order, so to speak. Having said that, it's real simple. We're all residents of the community, just like you are. We're volunteers, except for the professionals, and we have our own issues. So when you speak to us, you're speaking to other residents who have volunteered to do this job. All right? So it's pretty simple. Don't get nervous. All we're going to do is talk. And you are on TV, so.
No pressure.
I thought that would make you feel good. All right, we're going to call him into order. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the last page here quickly. 41-2024Z, that was Zahir Hussein. That's the R20 zone that was seeking C&D variance. The applicant was proposing a two-story addition to the rear of the existing home and deck over an existing patio. This meeting, that meeting, I should say, has been adjourned, that application to the public hearing on November 20th, 2025, without further notice. So if you're here on that matter, it's not going to be heard this evening. All right? It will be back on the agenda, the November 20th meeting. All the other ones are in order, and that's the way I'm going to take them off the agenda if you happen to pick one up. The first matter up is 14-2025Z. It's Richard Tirado. It's a R6 zone. This is block 4000.13, lot 6, 29 Athens Avenue, South Amboy, mailing address, second floor addition. And this is for a revote. Counselor, could you give me an explanation on that?
Certainly, Mr. Chairman. So this is a unique situation where I'm actually going to ask the board to make a motion to reopen the public hearing. At the last hearing, as the board may recall, the applicant had applied for a density variance where on the initial review letter, it was approximately 56.4%, where 35% was permitted. During the hearing, it was determined that a 39% density variance was required. However, thereafter, it was realized that that calculation was incorrect, and in fact, the correct calculation was 46%. So there was a mutual mistake, which does warrant the justification of reopening the public hearing so that the board can appropriately address the variance requested in the amount of 46% as opposed to 39% as previously approved. So I would ask for a motion to reopen the public hearing.
All right, I'll make such motion to open up the hearing. Is there a second?
Chevalier will second.
Roll call on that.
Ms. Andrews? Yes. Ms. Chevalier?
Yes.
Mr. Izzo?
Yes.
Ms. Spinelli? Yes. Ms. Testaverde?
Yes.
Chairman Sullivan?
Yes. Mr. Tirado, basically what the attorney just told us, I guess, is fact. I don't know how it happened, but I guess these things do occur. Is that correct? And that's why you're here this evening? Ms. Sawant?
Thank you, Chairman, board members. I just wanted to ask a couple of questions, and that would probably be an explanation. Has anything changed in the plans from the last public hearing until now? Is the floor area that was proposed for the construction, is it the same? Does it change the impervious coverage, which means that where there was landscape area, are you constructing anything new?
No.
So just to offer an explanation, it's actually a technicality or a mathematical error because Danny and I were trying to figure out the floor area ratio, but after the meeting, we reached out to the applicant's architect to just get the accurate calculation, and it turns out that the board had voted on the FAR of 0.39, whereas the actual number is 0.46. Nothing has changed in the building. The proposed addition is the same. I had testified, as well as Mr. Tirado, that there are other homes in the neighborhood that have the same scale and size. His old home is an older home that has not gone through an upgrade. What he's seeking for is not out of character from the neighborhood. So it's unfortunate that he had to come back, and that is why I made myself available so that I can explain to the board that it's not something that has significantly changed.
Right, and I understand that your comments, by the way, you were still under oath from the previous, so your comments are part of the record, and part of your statement is nothing has changed, nothing's going to change other than what was represented. And I believe Ms. Sawant has explained that to the board. Does anybody have any questions on this? I can start on my left. Ms. Spinelli? Mr. Rizzo? Vice Chair? Mrs. Andrews? And Ms. Testaverde, none? Counselor?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At this time, there is an application for the board seeking a D4 variance relief for a density of 46% proposed, where 35% is permitted.
I do have to go to the public on this matter, as in every application, and I'm going to open up to the public. This is 14-2025Z. Physical location on this matter is 29 Athens Avenue. If there's anyone here in the room tonight that wants to be heard on this matter, please raise your hand or stand. This will be the only part of the public portion this evening. I see none. I'm going to close the public portion. Counselor?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Again, before the board is an application for a use variance relief in the form of a density where 46% is proposed, but 35% is permitted.
Thank you, Counselor. Board members, this would be, I guess, an error that fortunately was caught. It will now be .46 on the FAR versus .39. Anyone in favor of moving this application?
Izzo?
Testaverde.
Mr.
Second?
Izzo and Ms. Testaverde would be second. Did you catch up over there?
Yeah, I
That was
did.
pretty quick, right?
Bing, bing.
You gotta
Mrs.
slow them
Andrews?
down. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Andrews? Yes. Ms. Chevalier?
Yes.
Mr. Izzo?
Yes.
Ms. Spinelli? Ms. Testaverde?
Yes.
Chairman Sullivan?
Yeah, I'm sorry you had to come back again, but my vote is certainly yes. It was an error, I guess, perhaps on both of ours.
Yeah.
But it really doesn't matter. It's not
Understandable.
settled. Thanks for appearing.
Thank you so much.
The resolution will be, again, at the next meeting, right? November 20th.
Okay, thank
All right, thank you, Mr. Trout. Okay, moving on. 25-2025Z, it's Mohammed Sahran. This is block 1065, lot 277.11, R5 zone, medium-high density residential. Physical location here is 277 Greenwood Drive. That's Keyport mailing address here in the township. Shed, gazebo, and pool requiring C variance. Applicant is proposing to legitimize a shed, gazebo, and above-ground pool that was installed by the previous owner. Mr. Sahan?
Hello.
The attorney's going to swear you in.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please state your name and spell your last for the record.
Sorry?
State your name and spell your last for the record.
Mohammed Sarhan. It's Mohamed. Sarhan, Sarhan.
And you're the owner of the property?
Yes.
Back to you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Sahan. Like I explained, we just want, tell us what happened. I mean, I'm assuming you bought the house this way. Why don't you start there?
Yes. I bought the house last year and
2024?
2020, yes, 2024.
Okay.
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry because it's like my first time here.
That's
So,
okay.
like, yeah. So, like, I moved on with my family. Like, I have like my family. And I have two little kids. And when I bought the house, like, I didn't know that's like they have like the shed and pool and the gazebo. The previous owner, he put them, but without the permit. So I didn't know anything about that. So, like later on, like when I was living, like I received like the letter from the planning that's like they are saying that this will have to be filed.
And you're here to try and rectify that, right? And
Yes.
legitimize it?
Yes.
You didn't add that pool, the shed, or what was the other part? The,
Gazebo.
Gazebo.
yeah, the gazebo.
No.
They were all there when you
All
moved
day.
in. Let me go to Mr. Holohan.
Thank you, Chairman. So a couple of different items here on this application. I don't believe the patio was mentioned, but the patio will come into play. So the variances that are being requested for the 10 by 8 shed in the top left of the page, there is a 2-foot setback to the rear yard property line and then a 2-foot setback to the side yard property line. So those are 2 C variances that are needed for that 10 by 8 shed. The gazebo, which is a 10 by 12 gazebo, and I believe it's a semi-in-ground pool,
It's above.
above ground?
Above
Okay.
ground.
So the 10 by 12 gazebo and the above-ground pool that are page right are both located in a designated front yard. He does front Highway 35 to page right, so there are 2 C variances required for those 2 structures in a front yard. As it pertains to the gazebo, the rear yard setback to page north is 2 feet, where 3 feet is required, so that's an additional variance required there. Another variance that's required is for the patio that is highlighted in yellow, and that goes to the rear yard property line, page north. So that's a 0-foot setback where 3 feet is required. And then the last variance that is required is a minimum landscape area ratio variance. What currently exists is 42.03%, where 45% is required.
That's it?
That's all I found.
Hold on. Hold on.
Do you need me to recap?
Well, I just want to know how many. I know we have the patio, the shed, the gazebo, the, I can read my writing. What'd you say, 2 foot where 3 required is the what?
I'll go through them one more time. So
Okay,
the
please
10 by 8 shed in the top left,
Got that?
2C variances related. 1 to rear yard setback, 2 foot where 3 foot is required. Side yard setback, existing 2 feet where 3 feet is required. The gazebo, 10 by 12, has a 2 foot rear yard setback where 3 feet is required and is an accessory building in a front yard where it's not permitted. So 2 variances there. The pool is an accessory structure in a front yard. The patio to the rear yard property line is 0 feet, where 3 feet is required. And then the last one being the minimum landscape area ratio, which exists at 42.03%, where 45% minimum is required. Did I
So
lose
the
you?
total is?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Let's get it right.
7.
There's 7 Cs, right?
Yes.
Mr. Varga, do you have them?
I've got it, Mr. Chairman.
We'll get to voting. I want to make sure we have everything included so we don't have any problem moving forward. All of this was done prior to you. You haven't done any of this. And do you know any of that, when any of that was done? Did the homeowner leave you any information?
He didn't give me any information about this.
So
can-
we'll through a realtor, I guess?
Yes.
I can provide some testimony to when the structures came in.
Okay.
So looking at near map aerial imagery, the gazebo in page top right came in around July of 2022. The pool and the patio and the shed came shortly after, around October of 2022. There was at one point where the gazebo, page top right, was removed and then kind of reinstalled. The removal date, give me one sec, was around June 18th of 2024, and then it was reinstalled around October 20th of 2024.
And when did you buy the house?
I bought the house, like we moved in last of October, 2024.
But all of that had moved before you moved in. None of this was done by you.
No.
Does that sound good? Everything you've told me so far?
Yes.
Board members on my left, any questions?
Nope.
Go ahead.
Danny, you don't have an exact date for the gazebo in October, since he said he bought the house in October 2024?
Exact date, no. The near map imagery is usually available every 3 months or so, so I can guesstimate within 3 months.
Well, I'd like to take you at your word to say you didn't do it, right?
No.
Okay. Any questions on my right? Ms. Andrews?
This variance is for an above-the-ground pool. This does not, would not cover if someone wanted to put an in-ground pool. They would have to get a new variance, correct?
No, not necessarily. Whether the pool is above ground or in ground, it is still an accessory building in a front yard. That variance wouldn't change whether the pool was in ground or above ground.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Testaverde, anything? No. Counselor?
Nothing, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, anything else you want to tell us?
No.
No. I'm going to go to public portion on this. 25-2025 Z. The physical location is 277 Greenwood Drive, Keyport mailing address, that's within the township. To legitimize 7 C variances for items that were left on your property, I guess, when you purchased it, correct?
Yes.
All right. Anyone here in the room want to be heard? Please raise your hand or stand. This is, once again, this will be the only time for a public portion on this matter. Anyone want to be heard? It's now or never. No one has stood or raised their hand, so I'll close the public portion. Any final comments, sir?
No.
You going to ask the board for a vote?
Yes.
I know it's unfortunate at times people do things, I'm not blaming you, but unfortunately, people do things on their property, and they don't take the time to do it in a legitimate way. And a lot of the properties down in that area are kind of undersized lots, and I understand why people try and make the best out of their home for their families, and to have on-site entertainment or recreation. So I understand your situation, And I'm glad you're here to legitimize that, and I hope that the vote goes in your favor.
Thank you.
Can I take the, go ahead, Counselor. Can I take them as a bulk, the whole group?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Chairman, may I just add one thing?
Yeah, sure.
A question for the applicant. Should the board act favorably, would you agree to get any construction permits that are required for the gazebo and the pool?
Oh, I thought that's automatic. That's why you're putting it on the record.
Yes.
You're going to have to file for all the permits that go along with that,
Okay.
okay? So you'll have to do that by if we grant it, you'll get a resolution at the next meeting. The resolution will state that you're going to have to come and get the permits for all of those.
Sure.
Okay? You understand?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right. To include that on the resolution. Someone in favor of moving this?
Izzo.
Is there a second?
Testaverde.
Roll call, please, Ms. Percelli.
Mrs. Andrews?
Yes.
Ms. Chevalier?
Yes.
Mr. Izzo?
Yes.
Ms. Spinelli? Ms. Testaverde?
Yes.
Chairman Sullivan?
Yes, the board has voted in favor and approved the matters, but you'd still have to come to the township and get them. You can probably contact the building, or you, Mr. Hollihan?
You can contact me. I can help you.
Okay.
Thank you again, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Enjoy. Welcome.
All right, 30-2025Z, Richard Lipardo, I'm sorry, Liparullo. Did I say that right? Liparullo. Okay. Okay. This is a R6 zone. This is block 15513, lot 569. Physical locations 28 Buttonwood Drive, Old Bridge, seeking C variance. Applicant proposes to replace an existing deck and landing. The new deck is proposed 1.5 foot, I guess, from the side yard property line where 7 minimum is required, and 1.5 from the rear yard property line where 7 is required. The improvements bring the total minimum landscape area ratio to 38.69. That's 2649 square foot, where minimum of 55%, 4,151 square foot is required. You are Mr. Liparullo. Board Attorney will swear you in.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please state your name and spell your last for the record.
Richard Liparullo, last name is Liparullo.
And you're the owner of the property?
Actually, my wife is. I just applied for the.
Understood.
Did she want to testify as well, or no?
You want to say
If you want to speak, you can. We're just going to have to swear you in as well. And if you sit next to him, you can take that microphone, slide it across, and push the button until it turns green. Okay.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Please state your name and spell your last for the record.
Mary Thomas, Thomas.
And you're the owner of the property?
Yes.
Okay, back to you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. I've always found it better, the board, when the wife is with the husband, you should always let her speak. Normally works out in your favor. I'm just telling you the odds.
I'll probably get the frying pan when I get.
I read into the record what's happening, and I want to know why you're here tonight.
Well, we want to obtain the proper variance to get the deck done as is. When we bought the property, the lady that sold it to us didn't say anything that it was put in illegally, and we just want to do things the right way. I mean, it's our oasis. It's our spot where our family, likes to get together, and it is a train wreck right now. I went out to use the smoker this summer, and I went right through the boards. One of the boards, it's rotten. It's in bad shape. So
This is the deck you're talking about?
yes,
I've seen an overhead of your property, and you kind of used everything that was there. Or when did you buy that house?
the end of 2020, December.
Okay. And all of that had already been
Yes, sir.
placed in there? They shoehorned a couple things in there, but it looks very nice, actually, from an overhead.
Actually, it's when it's all done, it's beautiful. Actually, it's
And
very nice.
If you're going to replace the deck,
Yes.
I'm going to ask Mr. Hollihan some questions later, but anything you want to primarily tell us?
No, I just
There'll be plenty of time to talk, but.
no, I just want to do the right way. That's all.
Mrs. Liparlo, anything you want to tell us about it?
No, we are just, I mean, we just want to replace what was already there because the boards are rotten. It's in terrible shape and we had no clue that it was put in without the proper permits. when we
And from a
bought it.
safety point, I'm sure you want that done too. Oh,
yeah.
Because it's a little elevated, it looks, right?
Yeah, like the dog likes to run in there and like, you know how dogs are, they don't watch where they go, so.
I'm going to go to Mr. Holliday, we'll see what's going on.
Okay.
Mr. Holliday.
Thank you, Chairman. Yeah, so the applicant is here tonight seeking 3 different C variances. So they are replacing what has been an existing deck with a new deck. The deck is proposed 1.5 feet from the side yard property line where 7 feet minimum is required, as well as 1.5 feet from the rear yard property line where 7 feet minimum is required. They are also requesting a landscape area ratio variance. The minimum landscape area ratio is 38.69%, where a minimum of 55% is required.
I'm going to ask the question. I don't know how long the deck is, but he couldn't legitimize that by shortening it, correct, in the repair? In other words, if you put it at 7, is there going to be any deck left?
So the length of the deck from about the house to the rear yard property line is approximately 28 feet or so.
And it's 1.5 off the line, right?
Yes.
But I'm saying I'm assuming if he
20 feet.
lessened the width, he would still have to go 5.5 feet, right?
Correct. You'd have to bring it, so from page right, 5.5 feet in, and then
So
from,
we'd lose a lot of the deck.
Correct.
Do you know what the width is without? Can you tell-
I want to say like 24 feet, that's as a guess. I'm
the
not really
width
sure.
at page north
Yeah.
is about 19 feet.
Okay.
And then the width at page south is about 24 feet.
Okay. What's next to the deck? Behind it, in other words, to the
Like
next
if you're going
owner's-
this way, is
As
the
you look at
railing
that, as
in-
you look at that, where the red is the deck, correct? Yes. Behind it, to the right, that's someone else's property, right?
Yes.
Is there a fence there?
Yes,
Is it 6-foot fence or?
it's, yeah, you can't even see over it.
Do your neighbors ever complain about your
No,
usage of the property?
no.
Would it be a great expense to shorten it? I mean, you're putting in a new deck, and I want you to enjoy it, but at the same time, if we could minimize or,
I mean, I don't know what we would do
Variances.
with the rest of the room, I mean,
all right, it was just a thought, that's what I'm wondering, how wide it was. Let me see if anybody on the board has any questions. I'll start with Mrs. Spinelli.
Is this the same size as it was before?
yes.
And it says concrete. Are you going back in with wood or concrete?
Well, there's concrete right now, on the side closest to the house, and it's only a like small slab that goes from the stairs to the fence, and then the rest is all deck.
Okay. Ms. Spinelli, just to clarify, on page left where it says the proposed area of replacing the concrete pool decking, that's a writing from a previous zoning permit when the previous homeowner, or no, I think when you guys came in 2021 to replace that decking. So the only item part of this application is the deck highlighted in red.
Okay.
Yep.
I see there's a fence on the back of your property, too. I don't know if that's yours or the neighbor's.
Yeah.
It's a complete.
There's actually a fence, and then there's I guess a gap, and there's another fence for people behind us.
So making it any less wide isn't going to really do much either way, right? Because 5.5 foot is really going to diminish the whole
Yeah.
size of it. All right. Any questions, Mr. Rizzo?
No.
Vice Chair?
Yeah, I personally think a deck is a luxury, and, 7 feet, and we're at 1.5. It could still be made smaller. That's my theory. I mean, and then we're sticking with the variance of what, our setbacks have to be.
That is true.
Cameron, I do have a question for the applicant. The existing deck, do you know the height of it measured from grade to the top of the walking surface?
You mean from the ground underneath it? It's maybe a foot.
Okay. And
That's where I
the,
think a lot of the rotting came from. It was so close.
and the new deck would be the same height, about a
Yeah, they
foot
would dig
from
down.
grade?
They're gonna,
Okay,
I believe, put some drainage in there.
okay.
Make it, we're,
So I think, just my opinion, I think the concern of the setbacks of decks increasing with the height is really for privacy issues. Just keep in mind that this is essentially a ground level deck, so,
well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
good.
My two neighbors have decks that are above our fence line, so when they're out
We're
on
only
the deck,
dealing
they
with
can
yours,
see
though,
right
but I
into
know
our-
yours, no, that's a good
Right.
thing that yours is low.
Right.
Is what he's saying.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So
Not interfering with the
Right.
neighbors.
if the deck was any less than a foot off the ground, the setback would actually be 3 feet, because then we treat it as a raised patio rather than a deck.
Well, you're under oath, you said you didn't do this. This is the way you got it, and now you're just trying to.
Yes, sir.
repair it. Okay,
Yeah, the deck has existed till pre-2014.
okay. Thank you. Ms. Testaverde, anything? Okay. And Mrs. Andrews, you said nothing? Counselor?
Nothing, Mr. Chairman.
All right. Anything else you want to tell me?
No, that's it.
Are you gonna keep it at the 1 foot off the ground?
Absolutely.
And you're gonna use what kind of material then, so it doesn't rot again, and then
It's,
you're.
that, I guess,
Trex or one of those
Yes.
type of,
Yeah, it's
the good stuff. They said that it'll outlive me. So,
Yeah, it's like guaranteed for like.
funny way to look at
25 or
things,
30
but yeah.
they said, well, 40 or 50 years. I said, well,
Okay.
I'll die and it'll still be there.
Well, you won't have to come back here then. At least
No,
I won't be
definitely
here
not.
for sure, I can tell you that. Okay. All right, thank you for your candidness. I'm going to go to a public portion on this, okay?
Sure.
All right, this is 28 Buttonwood Drive. This is 30-2025Z. This is the owners here looking to legitimize and repair the deck that is presently there, violating setback. Anyone here in this courtroom wish to be heard? Please raise your hand or stand. Still nobody? I'm going to close the public portion. Final comments?
No, that's it, sir. Thank you.
Okay. You've used this since you moved in. You've enjoyed this property. You've had
For
no
maybe 1
problems.
year.
Well, I'm just saying, you've enjoyed the property.
Yeah.
No complaints from your neighbors. You respect your neighbors. You're a little close to the line is the problem here, but fortunately, it is ground level. You're going to not change it in any way. Can't make it any bigger.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, sir.
And understanding that, you want us to call for a vote here?
Sure.
Anyone interested in, Counselor, this is going to be
Sure, Mr.
landscape area ratio and 2 sides on the deck.
Side and rear, yes.
Side
Yes,
and-
Mr. Chairman. It's going to be 1.5 setback where 7 feet is required.
And this would be, I guess, yeah, C1, it's kind of a
It would be a C2 variance.
C2 for the hardship?
Correct.
Okay.
No, C2 for the benefits outweighing the negatives.
Okay. Everyone understand? Anyone in favor of moving this for approval?
Testaverde.
Is there a second?
Izzo?
Moved in second. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Andrews?
Yes.
Ms. Chevalier?
Yes,
Mr. Izzo?
Yes.
Ms. Spinelli? Ms. Testaverde?
Yes.
Chairman Sullivan?
Yeah, thank you for your honesty. I know you got a nice-looking place there for what I can see on an overview, which we look at to, try and understand what people are doing. It's great that you have that family entertainment there, and anything you do for the home, for
It's
your
a
own home.
great neighborhood, everything.
Stay here in Old Bridge. It
absolutely.
makes your investment stronger, it makes the community strong. So my vote is yes.
I got Aiello's right down the street. I get all the food I want there.
Yeah, perfect. I go there too.
I like to eat that.
All right, resolution at the next meeting. You've been approved.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you for coming in.
All right.
I
God bless.
I told you it was a good idea to have your wife. So.
I'm scared, but no.
You'd be scared if we said no when you walked out. Have a good night. All right, enjoy the upcoming holidays. Thank you. All right, this is, let's see, next one, 2020, why would this say 33? 33 okay, I thought it goes in there. 33-2025Z, Brad Nichols, this is 43 Creighton Circle. This is block 15562, lot 25. C variance applicant proposes a ground-mounted solar array. The array is proposed 0-foot from the rear property line where 10 minimum is required.
Good evening.
Mr. Nichols? Board
going?
Attorney will swear you in.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Please state your name and spell your last for the record.
Brad Nichols, Nickles.
And you're the owner of and you're the owner of the property?
Yes.
Back to you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, you've had the opportunity to see the others in front of you, so
Yep.
you can begin. Tell us what's going on or what you want to do.
So I applied to the utility for interconnection. I was approved. It was installed. I didn't realize I needed all, zoning permits. I had everything submitted. And yeah, I'm here hopefully to get approval for the solar ground mounted array. It's behind a fence. It's like 6 inches from the back. It's on a hill. So I'm able to utilize, my hill, get sun.
I guess there's two parts to it, right? There's
Yeah.
something goes on looks like on a shed and something on a.
Yes.
Okay.
No, there's three. He's got it on
There's
the
three,
shed,
yeah.
he's got it on the Zier property line, and he's got another bunch there, the other little.
There's a
square.
smaller group, a bigger group in the shed.
Okay, see the third, okay.
Yeah, shed.
Yep,
Yeah,
1,
I
2,
got
3,
it.
yeah. Okay. Let me go to the Township zoning officer, Mr. Hallahan.
Thank you, Chairman. So something I don't think the board has seen before yet.
We saw one solar panel array, and that was on 35.
Yeah. So the applicant is proposing a solar array system. There are 3 different groups of arrays. Page left, there is one, it's kind of fainted, so it's hard to see, but there's a proposed array on top of the shed. That is not part of this application. That does not need any variances. There is PV array 1 to page right, which meets the rear yard and side yard setback. That is not part of this application. It doesn't require a variance. The one that is part of this application that requires a rear yard variance is PV array 2. The square footage of that system is 267.75 square feet. In residential zones of the R6, any structures greater than 150 square feet have to be set back 10 feet off the rear yard property line. So the array is proposed and, as the applicant testified, existing at 0 feet from the rear yard property line where 10 feet is required.
There's also a fence around the whole
No,
property.
I understand that. Why would you put it right at the lot line? I know there's a
That's where
fence.
the hill is.
It's what?
That's where like the hill is on the back of the property. So I was trying to utilize the hill so the angle is, proper for the panels. It's like a 33-degree hill, which actually is like the perfect angle to capture the sun.
Well, I guess the angle can always be changed depending on the height,
Uh,
I guess.
I mean, you could, I guess, you'd have to like.
Well, the reason we
somehow
say
prop
that
it
is
up,
because
but, yeah.
when issues occur on the lot line,
Mhm.
so think of the invisible line between your lot and the lot, in this case, behind you. The person on this side of that invisible line owns the property, and you're on this side. So when you're at 0, there's almost that opportunity that you may cross the line. But in this case, I guess there's a fence there, right? I don't know is the fence on you, is that his fence?
I actually had it installed right when I first bought the house.
So I'm guessing the fence is probably, is on the wrong side of the lot line.
I mean, I had,
Would that be so?
they did a survey and. Carl
Potential.
was-
I mean,
yeah.
it's hard to say because the survey that you have in front of you doesn't indicate the fence location. So it could be on the line. It could be potentially on the applicant's property. It could potentially be on the neighbor to.
If he's at 0 now and he had the fence installed, it pretty much says 0.
Correct.
Well, is this,
There,
the
there was
survey is?
previously like a chain fence.
I get it. That's just a separate issue, but what I'm hoping you would probably agree to do is move it a little off, so if there comes a time when the owner either behind you sells or you sell, there's gonna be a clear title, because someone's gonna say, hey, that's on my property. So whether it be the fence or whether it be the array, somebody's gonna say, not my problem, his problem.
When I like get a fence company, Carl's, for instance, and
I'm not worried about the fence right now. What I'm saying is, if you're at 0 on the lot line, your fence may be over. We're not here for that right now. What I'm saying is to prevent a future problem, you may want to just move that array in a bit, maybe 5 foot, so you would have,
It would be very tricky. 5 feet,
has it been built?
yes.
Oh, it's already there?
Yes.
We didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that either. Yeah. See, this is the problem. Counselor, could you explain, we spoke about what a zero lot line means, but this could be tricky for property rights.
I would just assume if it's on my side of the fence,
So it's not so much that it's whether it's on your side of the fence. When something's designed and proposed on the 0-foot setback, the chances for it going 1 inch over the property line are so significant because when you're digging the shovel, you don't have a laser lining the property line the entire time. So if you go to sell the house tomorrow, somebody gets a mortgage, that mortgage wants a surveyor. Survey goes out there, they take their laser, and lo and behold, the left corner of that array is on their property. You're never selling the house. So that's the issue with the impact on your title that this is going to create. So
like a
this,
foot would be possible, but yeah, 5 feet would be very difficult.
because the alternative, if the board was voted to deny your application, you'd have to rip it up anyways.
Correct.
Let me just see what the board has some comments. Okay, I've made mine. Let me just see what's going on. Mrs. Spinelli, any comments? Mr. Izzo?
So this is already built.
I didn't know
When I
that.
apply for interconnection, the utility sends you like an email and it says like permission for construction, permission. Yeah, it was,
So this hasn't been permitted either?
I filed for all like the,
No, the application was denied on July 11th, 2025. I'm not, can you testify to when the panels were installed?
I want to say like end of April.
Okay, so before the application was filed?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't know I have to file to get zoning and everything. I filed, sent the stuff to the utility. The utility wrote back, I'm approved for interconnection, pending, like approved for construction, pending once everything's done, yada, yada. When I sent them the documentation, like everything was done, they asked for a certificate of approval. Then that's when this whole rabbit hole started.
So who erected the?
I did. I'm an electrical engineer. I work from home. Obviously, I'm on my computers all the time. So my electric bill is high. I use a lot of electric.
How many
I don't think anybody's
panels,
speaking against the concept. We're worried about the physical location. Go ahead.
how many panels is does it consist of?
Just on the back one that's being discussed or all?
All of them?
It's got to be like 30, 35, something
Any
like that.
feedback from your neighbors? Like, because they're second floor, they look out their window?
My neighbors, they're all fine. I mean, they asked me, like, is it working well? Like, yeah, no complaints, no,
Aesthetically, no?
you can't see it. It's in the back of the hill behind, like,
Probably below the fence line.
yeah,
Okay.
it's way below. Mhm.
All right, why don't you put it on your roof? Why didn't you put it on your roof?
When I bought the house in 23, it was, somebody just put a brand new roof on. And I read and hear negative things from people, getting on your roof, they install the solar, then you have a leak. And then it's a whole spiral effect with a brand new roof. I didn't want to even go down that avenue.
Okay, so I'm gonna be the bad guy. You're an electrical engineer. You don't get permits when you're doing your other work that you wouldn't have thought
No.
you had to come to the town?
No, I do like BIM design in 3D, the drawings, I run the conduit, submit it,
You submit to who?
the project manager.
Okay, and what do you think the project manager does with them?
I mean, he submits it to the engineer of record,
Mr. Nichols, what I'm looking out for here is not only your property rights, but the other person's property rights.
Understood.
And if this role were reversed here and you were on block 25 instead of whatever your lot is, and this was on your property and you were trying to sell, and
I would be
they're telling you,
shocked.
hey, that fence is on your property.
I would have no problem getting a survey and
I
having them
understand
check.
it, and the
be
other
shocked.
part is that the board can't grant something on the lot line.
I mean, is a
Am I
foot
correct?
acceptable?
That's correct. It
Is
has
a
to
foot
be-
acceptable or?
Just to answer the chairman's question, so the record's clear, the answer is yes, that's correct. You can't grant something on the lot line because that is technically joint property, but it could be off the property line by an inch. Like, that's where the board's jurisdiction finally ends.
Thank you, counsel.
We have a
So
minimum of what it should be?
Is this
10 feet?
a certified survey?
10 feet.
This is a drawing from the solar company, not a certified survey.
You have a survey for your home?
I do. Oh, yep, there you go.
You do, right?
Yep,
Yes.
right here,
Okay. Yep, do we have it?
right there.
Oh,
That's from the solar company.
Maureen, can you scroll down to when this, to get the title block? The survey was done 12/1/2022. When did you say you installed the fence?
The fence was installed December of '23.
Okay.
When I bought the house, they allowed me to use the previous owner's survey because they just got it done. Is what they told me. It would save me money.
Maureen, can you zoom in to the rear yard property line, one bottom of the page?
It even says chain link fence.
Is your neighbor's chain link fence still existing?
When they I don't know if it's theirs or mine, but when it's installed, they had difficulty kind of ripping it up, so they put it in front of it.
So your fence was installed in front of the chain link fence,
Correct.
right in front of it, roughly?
I would say not right in front, maybe 6 inches in front, because
Okay.
the chain link fence that we're looking at on the
Yeah.
south, as we look at the bottom of the picture, well, it's not south, it would be west. You're saying that that's your fence?
I'm not sure if it's my fence.
If you look
I was
at
told
this-
it was. I was told it was
Look
my
at
fence.
if you look at the survey,
You're saying the line. You're saying
you're outside the lot line.
it's. I mean, I don't have an exact measurement, but it was farther enough away where they could dig a hole and put a 5-gallon bucket for concrete to hold the post.
In all honesty, the board has to follow legal restrictions.
Understood.
And unless council's going to tell me that we should vote on this, I'm going to ask for a little bit more information.
Okay.
And I want to clarify this for your rights and for the property owner who would be
Understood.
directly next to you. So I would ask if you would like to get a continuance. You can ask us for a continuance. I don't think you want to take a vote tonight, because if you force me to take a vote, I'm afraid it's probably not going to go in your favor. We can't vote on something that is zero. So
Okay.
even if that array moves slightly, it's got to come off the lot line.
Fair enough. If I make the adjustments, how would I present that back to you so you have the information you need?
You're going to have to present that information to the township. I guess
I do want to make,
he's going to have it
I
surveyed.
do want to make one comment. So just to be clear, this chain link fence that was in there in 2022, to your knowledge, has that neighbor moved this chain link fence? Is this chain link fence still existing?
I can't see it.
Okay. When you put up your vinyl fence, was this chain link there?
Yes.
Okay. Based on that, and him saying that he put the fence within 6 inches, that chain link fence is 2 feet onto his property, onto his neighbor's property. So if he put his fence 6 feet inches from that, that means his fence is 1.5 feet over onto his neighboring property. That's where my concern would be. And if the array was up against the fence, he's at least a foot over, potentially.
And that takes away our jurisdiction, is what I'm saying. We don't have jurisdiction to act on that. Am I correct, Counselor?
That's correct, Mr. Chairman.
So I think we're going to have to do a little bit more work before we can actually either vote for or against. But
Chairman, I would offer maybe 2 options. Maureen, can you go back to that solar plan? Sure. Option number 1 would be, should the applicant kind of disagree with what I think and goes and gets a survey that shows that array, we can have a conversation about that. If it's off the property line, great, we can proceed. If it's not, we have to figure out something else to do. The other option I would think, and Mr. Nichols, let me know what you think, the array on the property line here, would it be possible to relocate this on this side and keep this array here, but relocate these panels here?
Possibly, for sure. I mean, I would get the survey done to
Okay.
see. Like, I would be shocked if the survey said they were not on my property.
Okay.
But that's, yeah, for sure, my next.
I think it would
You're a ma-
be,
You're a man schooled in finite measurements, correct?
Yes.
As a mechanical engineer,
Electrical engineer, yes.
electrical engineer, so it's still finite. And again, I don't know that the board has the jurisdiction to do that unless we have proof positive that we
Understood.
do.
Understood.
And we can't do something that is legal.
Correct.
We can't do something against our counsel's advice.
I have no objections.
All right, so why don't you speak with Mr. Holland again? If you understood what he said tonight, maybe you'd move that other panel. Get a look at a survey to see where your property ends, and whether that fence is yours or not.
Yep.
There's two fences, in other words, right? Yours and,
Correct.
okay. And get that settled before there's a property issue where somebody tries to sell and you're only going to have to do this under the gun when you're trying to move a
Understood.
house.
Mr. Chairman, my only suggestion I would make that in the event the board was inclined to grant a continuance, that a date be set and carried so the applicant wouldn't be required to renotice. That would, and I know surveys are about 45 days out. So if he went tomorrow, he would
Yeah, I
be
mean, I
about
would go
45 days to get one. So just in the event that the board was inclined to grant the continuance.
You're going to ask for a continuance so you can settle this matter,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, of course.
Okay. Would anybody be opposed to a continuance just by a voice vote?
No.
We think that's in your best interest, too, for
Agreed.
you.
Thank you.
Can we schedule it to the new year?
I can actually put them on for December 18th, but if that's too soon.
We could put it on, and then if you don't have it, you have to notify.
Okay,
Notify Ms. Fricelli, and it'll be carried.
fair enough.
But there wouldn't be, what the council has said is you won't have to re-notify.
Yeah, which I don't have to send out all the
Right.
certified letters to all the people, correct?
So this is, we're trying to protect you, and again, we may not have jurisdiction unless it's proper, so,
Understood.
all right?
Yep.
So we thank you. We'll put it down for December, what'd you say, 18th?
Is that with notice?
No, no.
No notice, no
No
further
notice,
notice.
no
Okay.
notice.
Yes, 12/18.
Is that okay, Mr. Nichols?
That is okay.
All right, well, thank you for appearing. This matter is 33-2025Z, 43 Creighton Circle. This is for a ground-mounted solar array. This matter is going to be continued December 18th. No further notice.
And I would send, when I get the survey done and everything,
Speak to Mr. Holohan, okay?
good to go.
Thank you for appearing, sir.
Thank you for your time. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Good evening. 34-2025Z, Nicole Canizio. This is block 15550, lot 173. Physical location's 2 Lois Street, Old Bridge. This is seeking a C variance for a shed. The applicant proposes to legitimize a shed that was installed by the previous owner. Ms. Canizio?
Yes.
Board Attorney will swear you in.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Please state your name and spell your last for the record.
Nicole Canizio, Canizio.
And you're the owner of the property?
Yes.
Back to you, Mr. Chairman.
You've had the opportunity to see 3 or 4 in front of you, so go right ahead whenever you're ready.
So basically, in the situation of most of them, we bought the property in 2019 with the shed on the property. We were not notified that it was not permitted. We recently put an in-ground pool in and got all the necessary permits. Unfortunately, we were notified that the shed was not in an allotted space for the property since it's on the front yard of the property. So I'm here tonight to ask if we can leave that shed in place because unfortunately, there is nowhere left on the property to relocate it. And we have all of our belongings in there, so that's why I'm here.
Okay, because you're a corner lot.
We're quite a lot. We have no attic. We are on a small space, so.
Okay, let me ask Mr. Holohan, explain to us what's going on.
common theme tonight. This is a shed. I had reviewed the pool. I had approved the pool. I did make a comment on my approval that, I did some research on the shed. I did not see a permit for it. I did note that it was in a required front yard, which requires a variance. I will say that most applicants would just take that, build their pool, and wouldn't hear anything from them. This applicant has done what they need to do to file the application to legitimize that shed. That shed's been there at least since 2015. I would lean to agree with the applicant that really there is nowhere else to put it. Anything on page right would be in a front yard. You have the pool there, you have pavers, you have a concrete patio on the top left. There's really no other room. I do have one question. Do you know approximately the height of the shed?
I mean, I could stand in it.
Okay. From Thomas Street, can you see the shed over the fence?
No.
No? Okay. That's all I have.
I mean, I've seen pictures of the home and where it looks like it blends nicely. The roofs blend nicely.
There we go.
Okay, there you go. So they're probably about 9 foot high. It's probably an 8-foot entranceway and maybe, what is the peak? Another 3 foot?
The section, say that one more time?
I say, she has a picture there, so you
It's
asked
a-
about the height. I'm saying it's probably a
Like it's the height of the door.
6
see?
foot there, well, then the peak.
Yeah.
and it's a
Yeah,
peak.
maybe 8 feet.
Yeah. We go and see if the board.
Chairman, just one thing.
ahead.
Along Thomas Street, the applicant does have pretty large arborvitae trees that would block the
We
view.
saw that as well. It's almost hard to see that unless you see an overview. And I know on the right-hand side of your property going down, there's nobody to see it, and there's arborvitae's to the rear of the property.
Yes.
And it's hard to see from the front of the property as well.
Yes.
All right, let's see how the other board members feel. Mr. Spinelli? No. Mr. Rizzo? Nothing. Vice Chair? Ms. Andrews? None. Counselor?
Just very briefly, Mr. Chairman, you're requesting variance relief pursuant to the C2 criteria under the statute.
Yes.
And that's because the benefits associated with the variance relief substantially outweigh any detrimental impacts.
Yes.
And the variance relief, if granted, would be in conformance with the neighborhood scheme.
Yes.
Back to you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. So the board understands why and what you need. You need a C2 variance. I agree with Mr. Hollihan. It will be hard to place it anywhere else on your property. It's been there. It's rather unnoticeable, to be honest, from the street and from even a view from either side. I would tend to agree that it's prior to you, you had nothing to do with it. And it was nice of you to come in here and try and legitimize that shed. I do have to go to a public portion on this matter. You've heard those before, right? 34-2025Z, physical location 2 Lewis Street here in Old Bridge for legitimizing a shed, which actually sits in the front yard on a corner lot of 2 front yards. Anyone wants to be heard on this matter, please stand and raise your hand. You're the last 2 in the room, and I know who you are, so. I'm going to close the public portion. No one else is here in the courtroom this evening, other than the next applicant. This would be for a C2 variance. Anything else you want to tell me? Would you like me to ask for a vote from the board?
Sure.
Okay. Any questions before we ask for a vote? Seeing none, this is C2 hardship, correct?
It is a flexible C with the benefits outweighing the detriments.
Thank you. You say that so nicely. Someone in favor of moving this for approval for C2? Izzo? Is there a second?
Andrews?
Moved in second. Roll call, please, for approval.
Mrs. Andrews?
Yes.
Ms. Chevalier? Yes. Mr. Izzo?
Yes.
Ms. Spinelli? Yes. Ms. Testaverde?
Yes.
Chairman Sullivan?
Yes. You'll have a resolution by the next meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in.
Have a good night.
Enjoy the holidays upcoming.
Thank you.
And that's it. We're not going to have any more tonight. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you've waited all night, isn't it? 37-2025Z, Nicholas Francisco. This is block 3230, lot 12.14, physical locations 291 Gordon Road for a pole barn. Applicant seeks to construct a 24 by 32 pole barn to store the numerous and large equipment required to maintain the large property. That you would be Mr. Francisco and Mrs. Francisco?
Yes.
Board attorney's going to swear you both in, okay?
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Please state your name and spell your last, starting with you, ma'am.
Karen Francisco, Francisco.
And you, sir?
Nicholas Francisco, Francisco.
And you guys are the owners of the property?
Yes.
Back to you, Mr. Chairman.
So tell us.
Okay, So we are seeking to build a structure that will be toward the back of the property. And we need variances to do this because, one, it's too close to the property line. And I don't know if you can see it, it's probably pretty blurry, but the slope of the backyard, there's like a 9-foot difference from where the house is back to the back area. And that's actually the only flat area of the yard that could have a shed or any kind of storage building. So that's where the location comes in. And you can see the back property line has a very strange
Angle.
So it's actually hits the 25 on the one corner, but as the property,
It's okay. It's my old laptop.
property angle comes across, then that's where we meet that deficiency.
You have a couple sheds back there now, right?
They're gone.
Oh, they're gone
So,
already.
yeah, they were very dilapidated, actually. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
We want everyone watching at home to hear you.
They were dilapidated and actually had been converted to like a chicken coop and a rabbit
Okay.
kind of thing. So those have been removed, but it's in the same area where those two sheds were.
Do you have fences running along your property line?
Yes,
Side to side,
yes.
front to back, not, obviously not front, but to the
In the
rear?
front, there's a white vinyl. It's a ranch-style house, so you can't see anything in our backyard. Plus, with the slope, even when you're standing like at the house, it's such a slope that you can't even see the bottom of where the building would be.
What's behind the back of your property line?
Cheesequake State Park. So it's all trees. Nobody can see.
Nobody can build in there.
No. And I don't know, you said you had a lot of overhead images. I don't know if you guys looked, but.
Your neighbor has
our
a
neighbor-
pole barn set up, right?
Our neighbor has quite a large, so these are the 3 homes.
Just for the
This
record,
is
we'll
the
mark,
Hold on, but
Oh,
just
sorry.
for the record, we'll mark that as Exhibit A1 over aerial photo.
Okay. So this is our home, this is our neighbor. You can see there's a very large building there. And then this is our other neighbor, and his is kind of covered by trees, but he stores his boat, and he has a shed that he keeps all of his lawn equipment and everything in.
would you be so kind as to give that to Ms. Porcelli?
I actually made you all.
Oh, you did, that would be perfect.
I'm a teacher.
You've been waiting all night to do this, right? Thank you.
He's got lots of things in there.
So there's just a few.
Is your, let me see what you're handing me, is just, hold on. Yeah, the attorney has to see it first. He's got to approve it.
Just, everything's pre-marked as wow. Wow. So just for the record, the aerial photo is actually going to be marked as Exhibit E. And the packet
Got
itself
a
is
lot
going to
of
be marked
exhibits.
as Exhibit F, with everything else being pre-marked.
Is this okay?
This is okay, Mr.
All
Chairman.
right. You can,
Pass them out.
if you have a couple, give one over there and one over here. And the attorney is probably, he can see this one.
Want to take a peek? Come sit over here.
We took some pictures to show the slope, so you can see like the neighbor's fence in the one picture.
Yep.
To show like the steep slope, and then the other picture shows when you're looking at our neighbor's yard, you could see that that's the area that's flat.
Okay.
Just to give you like a visual area.
Why don't you tell us about the size and what you're going
Okay.
to use it for?
So, I mean, the property's very large, so we need like a tractor and a snow blower and all kinds of big lawn equipment.
Where do you put them now?
Well,
We don't live there right now.
so this is the home where my husband grew up, and his dad just passed away, and
Well,
he
our-
inherited
our
the
sympathies.
home. So my father-in-law paid people to do all that. He was 93. So he had, people who did the lawn and.
So you're recently moving in there?
Yes, yes. So, yeah, he loves caring for the lawn and the yard.
Sure.
And we don't want those things out, we want to beautify. I mean, our neighbors keep it is a park setting in
Yes,
this yard.
absolutely. I agree.
It's absolutely beautiful, and we just want to keep it that way. So all of that equipment, like there's no attic, there's no basement, so all of our decorations, holiday things, all of our, I don't know, what else you can name all those.
Would you ever consider it to be used for living space?
No, never.
Were you planning on putting plumbing into it?
No.
No.
You're planning on putting some electric, I'd assume, for light?
Not at this point. Well, I mean, at some point, maybe we can run, but it's 400 feet away from the house.
So far away.
Talk to the electrical engineer who was. But in no way would you consider turning that into living quarters, right?
No.
Let me see how the board members feel before you tell me anything else. Right? Any questions at this point on my left, Ms. Spinelli?
The lean-tos, are they open?
Yes. So if you can see in the one picture, it kind of looks like a pretty porch. We want it to look like a really residential,
like this
pretty,
one?
yeah,
So this would
style.
be the one lean-to, and what about the one on the other side?
So yeah, it would be half the width of the building, and it would be for like tools and things like that, but that would
Shovels and
be
all that
around
kind
the
of
back, just to keep them covered and out of sight, neat and organized. He's very neat and organized. So he wants storage for all of his things.
Actually, Dan, can I have the total footage with the lean-to sides and the
1,000.
closed building?
Yeah, 1,152 square feet.
1,152. Does that make it another principal building?
No. It's just an oversized accessory building.
Okay.
Any questions on my right? Everybody's got a chance to look at this. Did you see this? Dan? You can-
We have 2 letters in there too, just, you know, from our 2 adjoining neighbors that are totally in
that must have
support
been-
and really excited. They think it's beautiful. And they're the only people that would even be able to see it.
All right, so the variance, Dan?
So the first variance would be the rear yard setback, where I just want to, just so the board is clear on where the property line actually is. This line here is the property line. This line here is a fence that encroaches on Cheesequake State Park. So the setback is measured here from this lean-to to the property line. So the variance is there, requesting is that 10-foot rear yard setback where 25 feet is required, a building square footage of 1,152 square feet, where 600 is required, and then a building height of 19 feet and 1.5 inches, where 15 feet maximum is required.
Height, size, and setback, right?
Yes.
Is their property line delineated by a fence?
On
Or
this
just,
survey, no. So the fence is here,
that's,
It's
their property line is
That's
here.
state park.
We took
Yep.
it off.
What's that?
We took it down.
what
It
that?
was rotting, and we took that fence down. We actually met with the park superintendent too. We had him come over and show him like what we were doing, because he had received notice. So yeah, that,
So you realize you,
My father
father
had
had
that
that
old
fence.
fence there,
I-
and I don't know if he didn't know he was on the park property or what, but that's like where it's level, and then it becomes a big gully there.
obviously, you
honestly,
were
we
here for the
didn't know that.
previous application. You know where the property line ends is where your rights end.
Yep.
yeah, totally. That's why we've already removed
And that's not
that
gonna be,
back
it's
part.
not gonna, with the setback off that line, Dan?
The setback is off of the property line here.
And they need 20.
So the building would start here, which is 10 feet from the property line here.
When we had planned it, we thought the fence was the property line. That's why it was 25 feet. And then the survey came and we were like, oh, he had a fence that
My father
wasn't
had-
on his property.
Exactly.
So he had the fence going square across. We took it down. It was rotting and ready to be removed anyway, and we're not putting it back in that.
You see any issues with that?
They back up to about 1,000 acres of Cheesequake State Park.
I'm not worried about what they back up to, but can't you make the back lean-to shorter, just like you did the front one?
Well, that is the back one. The short one is the back one.
Okay.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
It's like half.
but you move it, I don't know whether, I'm like, where the square is right there, that's where you want the lean-to the front of the building.
There's a lean-to on the front, and there's a short lean-to off the back.
Right, the short lean-to off the back, can't you just move it and then you will be,
It still
Instead-
wouldn't be 25 feet.
If you move it to the rear of the building, it would?
No, then it would be like, what would it be?
This,
17?
this would be approximately 18 feet here. It
Right.
would still require a variance if they shifted this lean-to, during, just if I think I'm understanding, if they shifted this lean-to to here,
Right.
this would be less than 25.
Right.
This would be less than 25. So they would require more variance relief if they moved it here than if they moved it here.
So what if they put it right in the middle?
I don't think we meet 25
Well,
anyway.
If they put it right in the middle, they would still require the variance here. Yeah, depending on kind of where this gets situated here.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, but it runs at an angle. I mean, you know, 15 feet is a lot. Do you absolutely have to have the back lean-to?
I really do think it would help keep all
Okay.
of those tools in a neat.
But you have a, what is it, 24 by 32 foot closed building? What do you intend to put in there that you need all these lean-tos on each side?
All the other equipment.
Everything from our house also, we have a walk-up attic and a basement, and now we have.
In our
a-
current home,
Now we have a crawl space and no attic. We have no storage for anything.
So it's gonna be a storage for off-season, everything, decorations, the summer, when the lawn furniture has to go away, you know, for the winter, so it's not blowing around. It'll be stored in there. All the lawn equipment, the snow blower, all that extra stuff for the large property.
Well, I don't know. I just think it's excessive. You're going high, so you have height. So are you going to have an upstairs to this?
No, no.
It's going to be open. You're not planning to put a second floor in there?
No, it's not gonna what do you mean by that?
A stairs going up?
No.
No.
Making
stairs
it
going
so
up.
that you have another attic on top of this?
No.
Because you're over the height too.
Right, and that's just the roof pitch, so they come 10.5 feet high, but the style of the residential look of having the pitch is what is making it higher. The interior, like, line of, you know, like the walls.
Well, the two pictures in there show the style that we wanted, the equestrian style, that makes it look nice
Residential.
compared to the other picture that
Has
looks
a
like
more
a
commercial.
commercialized.
Yeah, like a commercial,
The other one looks much prettier than that,
just-
and that's the reason for the roof.
just a much nicer residential look to have that pitch. If you don't have the pitch, to meet the specifications for the variance, the roof would have to be that other pitch that you see. It's very commercial. It's
yeah.
unattractive to.
I understand, but to
neighborhood,
me,
neighboring.
24 by 32, when you do the square footage, is pretty huge. You know, we're
Okay,
talking
so we'll
about,
take off the back lean-to. How about that?
then I'll agree.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mrs. Andrews.
Yeah, looking at this picture, I'm assuming that's the one.
Yeah.
This does say I'm sorry, it does say it's easier access to the attic storage, so there will.
Yeah, but there is no attic storage built in the plans. If you look at the plans, we don't have that.
Okay.
So there is no there's no stairs, there's no floor, and there's nothing in the plans. to
As
show.
of now, there will be no electric in there.
No. It's really hard to run electric that far down. We may eventually.
It's a lot of wire. Good. Anything else, Mrs. Andrews?
Oh, I'm finished, I'm sorry.
Oh, good, no. I thought you were reading something.
No, I was just
Take a
looking
break.
at it.
Ms. Testaverde,
I'm
anything?
sorry.
All right. Counselor?
Just very briefly, Mr. Chairman, you're seeking variance relief pursuant to the C1 criteria under the statute?
Yes.
No, they'll still need it. It's no, they'll need it for the height, the building size, as well as a rear yard setback. It'll be, what did we say, about 18 feet? Give or take, but we can address that during resolution compliance.
Yeah, give or take. It's on an angle, so I have to remeasure it. It could be less, could be a little more, but for now, we'll say 18.
So you are seeking C1 variance relief? And the property is affected by an exceptional topographic condition by way of a 9-foot slope deviation? and the strict enforcement of the township zoning ordinances would create an undue hardship on you and prevent you from constructing this shed? That's all I got, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Counselor. Final comments over here, and then I'm going to open up the public. None? Nobody's here. This is 37-2025Z, physical locations 291 Gordon Road, constructing a 24 by 32 pole barn. Obviously, there is no one here in the courtroom, but if there was, this would be the time to speak. Officially, I'm closing the public portion, seeing as no one is here. Final comments?
No.
Going to ask me for a vote?
Yes.
Bless you. Okay.
Chairman, I do have one thing to add.
Go right ahead.
I just want to make clear if the applicant is removing that rear lean-to, because that would affect the variance asked for the building size. It would reduce it, but... Okay, so we're taking off the rear yard
If
lean-to?
I have to take it off to get it approved, then I'll take it off to have it approved.
Okay, you're putting that on the record, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so
Good,
the square footage, just for the record, the square footage of the building without the rear yard lean-to is 1,024 square feet.
Okay. Anybody else? All right, C2?
C1.
C1 this time, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. C1 variance, someone in favor of moving it?
Testaverde.
Is there a second? Mrs. Andrews, seconds. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Andrews?
Yes.
Ms. Chevalier?
Yes, with the rear removed, the rear lean-to removed.
Mr. Izzo?
Yes, as illustrated.
Ms. Spinelli? Yes, with the rear removed. Ms. Testaverde?
Yes.
Chairman Sullivan?
Yes, I think you're trying to do something good for the property there. Obviously, you inherited this and want to keep that up. Probably going to coincide nicely with property next door to you. So my vote is yes, you'll have a resolution by next meeting.
Thank you.
Best of luck on your project.
Thank you. So just to be clear, we're removing it, right?
Yes.
That's what you put
Well,
on the
I
record.
heard some people say yes with removing and others just
What you
say
put on the record.
It has to be removed, and then it's an approval for that, and you'll get your
Yes,
resolution.
that's what, I just
Yeah.
wanted to be sure because
No,
some people
I know.
said different
It was
things, so I wasn't
confusing
sure
with
what
what
that
I
meant.
heard.
Okay.
May I ask, are you just coming to the township from another
Yes.
location?
Well, he grew up in the house.
Oh, you grew
so
up
he's
there.
coming back.
Yeah, okay. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Happy holidays coming up.
Thank you.
All
Same
right.
to you.
All right. Board members, nothing else on the agenda that I see. There is no one here for any general public comments this evening. Counselor, anything you want to notify the board about?
Nothing from me, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, there will be no meeting, don't forget, board, on the 6th. We're going to be on the 18th?
November 20th.
20th will be our next meeting.
November 20th.
November 20th, not next Thursday. All right? That still will be before Thanksgiving. Someone want to make a motion to adjourn? Someone want to make a motion to adjourn?
Let's stay. Let's.
Mrs. Andrews makes a motion. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We stand adjourned.